Welcome back, gang. This is Dash Pay Magazine's Crypto Analysis Update. I'm your host, Aaron, and I'm smiling today because we have finally a breakout in the Steem BTC cross. We've been waiting for this for over 2 weeks now. If you've been following along, it's just been excruciating, but these things can take that long. So let's get right to it, and we'll talk about the price action. I've got a chart up here from TradingView. This is the Poloniex exchange, and this is the one we kind of like because A, there's more volume, and B, I like the charting software. So you can see right here there's the downward trend line, and we broke through that today. We've been tracking that down for a couple of weeks now, and we've been waiting for the break. But there's actually more bullish news than that. So what are we looking at? We have total increased volume here. This is absolutely, you have to have that for confirmation for these signals to work. We do have that, and the day's not over yet, so we could get another bump up in volume. Of course, you have to break through the trend line, and which we have. And but let me tell you what else I'm seeing here that kind of gives more weight to the whole reversal of this intermediate term downtrend. We broke through this, and this particular candle is called an outside reversal. And what that means is that relative to the previous trading day, there's a lower low and a higher high. And if we close above this particular candle, that's considered an outside reversal, which is really good signal for trend changes. If you add on top of that, it even becomes more powerful when these happen at critical support or resistance lines, which actually in this case it's both a support and a resistance line. You can see the yellow bar here is critical support, and breaking the downward trend line was the overhead resistance. So there's a lot of significance there. So you add that on top of the volume, and that's a pretty good signal. So here's the part that's it kind of blows my mind. So why are we even doing this? It's because we can price target this. If this is a legitimate bull flag break and all the signals are correct, of course anything can happen, but what this allows us to do is to target a price. So if, as a review from one of our older videos, is in order to how to target the prices, you take the position or the length of the flagpole and add that to where we break the trend. And now we actually have that data. We've broken the trend, and here's how I figure this. The break happens at about 0036. I have it written down 5. It's hard to tell on this chart, but right around 00365. That's the break, and we add the top to the bottom here, which is the flagpole, and what you get is and this is actually conservative, because remember, this is actually not the bottom of the this is not the entirety of the flagpole. If we go over, I'm just going to switch over to Bittrex. That's just this candle. So there's a little bit more vertical distance that we could add to it, but I'm going to be conservative and just use this one. So that takes us, if we add the length of the candle to where it breaks, we can't actually even plot it here on this chart. It's pretty close. It's about the top of the graph here, but that's what our target is for this. So this is exciting news. It's obviously not going to happen overnight. It should take several trading days if it ends up being a good signal. So that's exciting. I mean, it's a really good place to to position yourself. So what I like to do is I like to wait for the next candle for confirmation, because anything can happen for the rest of the day. We could totally bomb and that would invalidate everything. But I don't anticipate that. So if we get here tomorrow and we're still relatively in this area, this downward trend line and actually this yellow bar I have is really strong support. It's a great place to go long if you're so inclined. And we have a price target, so you kind of know your risk and your reward. If we trade below this yellow bar, it's off. it's totally invalidated and we have to move on to something else. But right now we're looking pretty good. A couple of things I want to speak about on the cautionary side is that if we go over to Bittrex again, we don't have the breakout of the flag here. It's not here. What we do have is this is an outside reversal candle, so that's very good. It's very bullish. But I can attribute this to is remember when Poloniex opened up their trading of Steem, a lot of volume went over there, and so that's definitely going to affect how the charting works. So it'll just be a nice confirmation when we break here in Bittrex too. So, but I would use that as a caution that it's not totally confirming here in the Bittrex market yet. And the volume down here is definitely not what it was when we got the flagpole. But again, that I attribute that to a lot of people moving over to Polo, which I've done. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. And oh, the other thing that's cautionary is this is the Steem BTC pairing or cross. And as you know, BTC Bitcoin is really weak right now. So we would expect a corresponding strength in anything most things that it's trading with. So you got to factor that in. But so if you keep getting all the information, this looks pretty bullish. I'm excited about this. I will definitely stay on top of it, and we'll see if we hit that target. Pretty exciting. Thanks for joining me today. We will see you next time.